Hello friends, we will be looking into this SQL query today. So we have to find employees who are having same salary in the same department. So this is the input table. So you can see we have the employee IDs, name of the employee, the department to which they belong, and the salary that they are receiving. So these are just some random salary numbers. So what we have to do, we have to find those employees who are in the same department and having same salary. So if I consider the sales department, so we can see Akash and Rohit, they are having same salary. If I see this IT, so I can see this 200, so Tom and Vabna, they are having same salary. And then in this marketing department, I cannot see any employee having same salary, so there won't be any output from this marketing department. Okay, so I will try to solve this question in 2-3 manners. So let's start by the first method, which is very basic, using joins. So we have one table, so basically we will be using self join. So I'm just putting the structure of the query and then I will mention what columns I am selecting. Inner join employee info E2. Okay, so we are doing the self join on this employee info table. The first instance I am naming E1, the second one is E2. Now what I will be doing, I will be selecting E1 dot ID, E1 dot name, E1 dot department and E1 dot salary. Okay, from employee info E1, inner join employee info E2. Now I have to put join. So one condition that we know is the department should be same, so E1 dot department equal to E2 dot department, and then what we have to find, the salary should be same. So I can put where E1 dot salary equal to E2 dot salary. So let's run this thing. So if I see sales, it is giving me multiple records. Why it is giving me multiple records? Because there is one more condition that we have to give. So when we are saying employee having same salary, so we are putting join on department and salary. So it is joining the same employee with itself. So this Akash and Rohit, they are having same salary, so this should be in our output. But this Akash is getting joined with itself also. Similarly, Rohit is getting joined with itself also, and similarly John. So we have to ensure that we have to say that the employee is different. It should not happen that same employee is getting joined with same employee. So the last condition is and E1 dot ID is not equal to E2 dot ID. So now you see it is giving me Akash and Rohit. So these two salaries are same. In IT we can see Tom and Vabna, and in marketing there is no employee who two or more than two people are having same salary. So this thing we have to put here so that the same employees are not getting joined with each other. So this is one method which is very simple. We are using join. Now we will see some other method also. Okay, so in the second method I will just see the count of those department and salaries which are having duplicates. Okay, so which are having more than one record. So what I will do, select department salary and then I will put count star from employee info group by department salary having count star greater than equal to 2. So what I have done here, let me put this query also here. This was our source table. So right now I am not taking ID and name. What I am doing, I am just checking based on department and salary. I am finding the count star. So I want to check for which combination of department and salary we have more than one record. So that's why I kept greater than equal to 2. So we can see only sales and IT department are there, in which we can see there are more than one person who are having same salary. In marketing there is no such record. So this is our first information. Okay, now this I will make this as CTS and I will make this as CNT. Now after that I will say select name, department, salary from CT, and in CT I do not have name, so I will join this with employee info, which is our actual source table, and let me put this as C and this employee info as E. Then on E dot department equal to C dot department and E dot salary equal to C dot salary. So what we have done in the first step, in this CT we are finding those combination of department and salary who are having more than one record. That means more than one employee is having same salary in same department. Now this information we are joining with our actual employee info table, and we are saying that this department and this salary who are having more than one combination, we want the name also for those department. So E dot name, E dot department, E dot salary. Now if I see, okay, so same output we are getting, IT and sales. So this alone, these two columns, this we already got from department and salary, this CT, and then we are joining it with employee info on this department and salary column to get the name also. So this is our second method. In the first method we just used the joins. In the second method we are using this as CT. E dot ID also we can take, so that it will give us ID also. Okay, so IDs are also coming. So this is method 2. Now we will see one more method. In this we will try to see some window function partition by. So select star and then I am using count star over partition by department and salary, order by salary. This I am putting as RN from employee info. If I just run this query, I can see this ID, IT department. We know that there are two people who are having same salary, Tom and Vabna. So for these the count is coming as 2. And for this the count is 1 because it does not have any matching department and salary. Similarly for this sales there are two person, Akash and Rohit, so count is coming as 2, and in marketing there is no such record. Okay, so slightly different than this first method. Here we are just putting a count star, which is aggregation. Here we are putting count star along with window functionality, so we are still preserving ID and name. In aggregation we cannot preserve ID and name because otherwise the aggregation will not work properly. In this window function we can preserve these details also. So with CTS, this one, and or there is no need for CTE also. What we can do, we can just make this as subquery. Then outside this what I will do, select ID, name, department, salary from this column A where RN greater than equal to 2. So same information we are getting. So in the first method we used joins and compare department and salary. In the second method we just aggregated on department salary where count is more than 2, and then for those department and salary combination we are finding the other details of employees. And in the last method, slightly similar, we are doing the window function. Why? Because here since we did aggregation, so we cannot preserve id and name, hence we are using join. But when you are using this window function, you are still having the id and name information. So just one thing is needed, which is rn more than equal to 2 or count is more than equal to 2. So this is the third method. So any method we can use, all are working correctly. It depends like which method we are comfortable with. So this is how we can solve such kind of queries. So thanks for watching this video.